about a tease. Yes, tease, that's the name. And today's recipes, secret recipes, I'm given to understand are refreshing, exciting, and titillating. Boy, just hang on. I still have to talk to the guy, the food and beverage manager, Shobit Kaushal. He's hiding somewhere there where everything goes pop. Not the weasel. You just hang on. Something's going to go pop in a second or two. Just wait and see. Did I not talk about pop? Look around. It's celebration time. And if the temperature starts rising, I'm sure these corks are going to start popping away. I hope Shobit reaches here on time. Because like I said, those secret recipes, he's hidden them under his sleeve. There he is. Hi, Shobit. Thank God you've come. I was worried that these corks are going to pop with all the excitement.
How are you?
Good. Thank you for joining us on
Thanks
the show.
A lot for coming.
Now, this is Mr. Shobit Kaushal, the food and beverage manager of the Vivanta by the Taj. And he's going to share with us what is going to happen in this episode. So what do you have for us today?
We have something which is going to be very, very inviting because as you know that the summers are coming in and everybody wants to save themselves from the scorching heat and have something which is cool.
He is a cool dude, really. He's got something cool and inviting. Wow, what adjectives he uses. Tell me more.
We have something which, we have some 4 signature, specially created, fresh muddled mocktails which have fruits like kiwi, which has lemongrass, which is really medicinal, also very fit for the summers. But yes, it pulps you also and gets you into the mood for the nice evening.
He uses fantastic words, pulps and mood and evening. He knows how to tease a person. Come on, what's number 2?
Well, that's all the signature about teas is all about. We really want to get the muddle concept in the city. We really, people want to enjoy the fresh fruits, the fresh juices, rather than traditional canned juices and the syrups, which, well, today's health freak person does not like to have.
He's a guy who believes in the word fresh, but fresh in the fresh terminology. But also you told me that there's something very special about your barman.
Well, the speciality is, first of all, both are very skilled and trained and award-winning bartenders.
Wow.
And but what they do is muddle.
You told me there was some speciality about the barman that you have here. What is the speciality?
Rohit and Marcelino are the award-winning bartenders, and they have very secret muddles kept for you today, which is River Green, which is a green, fresh fruit-based mocktail. We have a chocolate-based mocktail. We have Blush, which has the fresh rose and which are kept along with some bar tricks, what they will do to you to keep yourself engaged while you sip those cocktails.
Now see his words. He's got tricks up his sleeve. Did I not tell you? Now what is that award? There was some whiskey award.
This is it's called the Whiskey Icon Awards, which basically the best bars in the world get. And we are the first in Goa to get the Whiskey Icons Award, where we've been rated among the best whiskey bars in the world. We're the first to have the biggest collection of whiskey, over almost 42 types of whiskeys what we have on our menu.
Now can you beat it? Just see what's in store for you. He talks about a lot of secrets. He talks about being fresh. He talks about being muddled. It's going to happen to me at the end of this episode. Don't blame me. And then he talks about award-winning barmen with tricks up their sleeves. Don't go away. Thanks for that introduction.
Thanks a lot.
Nice. Boy, what a tease. I love that name, and I'm standing here at the bar of this. I mean, just look at this counter. Fantastic. And behind I have one of those award-winning barmen, Rohit. And Rohit is going to show us the first of those exciting, inviting mocktails that Shobit spoke about. Hi, Rohit. How are you doing?
I'm fine.
So what are you going to make for us today?
Today my mocktail's name is called Creamy Dream. So it's a lot of cream and the chocolate, more of...
What else? He's got a big smile. He says a lot of cream, a lot of chocolate.
And there's something which we are using is called chiku. It's like fresh fruit. And we are into more of fresh fruit juices, fresh fruit fruits. and more of herbs into it, and we use more of like.
He copies Shobit to the T. He's back again with his fresh concept. But what I liked about him was the chocolate. One moment. I'm going to show you because chocolate is my dream. I don't know about that mocktail, but chocolate is my dream. One moment. Just wait. As usual, I always go behind the bar and I ensure I get all these little tidbits to demonstrate. Do you have a look at this chocolate? Thank God hubby's not here so he does not see me going at it. You know something about chocolate? A very little known fact. Cocoa beans actually were grown in pre-Columbian era, that we're talking about the 14th, 15th century. Because the Aztecs, they had this language which was called Nahuatl, and they actually used to call this Socolati, that's with an X. And how did chocolate become so popular? It could have been lost with the Aztecs. But Christopher Columbus, the great hero of mine, he landed up there. He found those cocoa beans. He wanted to tease his monarchs like Ferdinand and Isabel. He didn't bring them the chocolate. He brought them the cocoa beans. Because you know those guys out there, the Colombian guys, used to have chocolate with chili pepper. Yuck. Thank heavens it came to Europe. Actually, the Spanish monks or the friars brought it in something around 1585 from Veracruz all the way to Sevilla, and then they put in that milk and sugar, and that is how we got this fantastic can have it plain, but I'm sure Rohit is boring down my back. He wants to use it in a mocktail. Give me a moment to just finish this off. We will go with the preparation. Rohit.
Yes, ma'am.
I hope there's no telltale chocolate on my
No.
Because I'm getting ready for the creamy dream. What a name. I dream of chocolate morning, evening and night. But what exactly are you going to do?
It's a mocktail made with like more of, it's a blended.
Okay.
Okay, so to mix with the chocolate, with the chiku and little bit of milk and sugar. So I'm using a blender. So that is better option for this mocktail.
Sounds interesting. Let's start. You know, when they talk, they build up the hype. So let's start. Come on, put the things in and just let it roll. The chiku going in.
I got something like fresh cut chiku and very small dices.
I think your chiku and chocolate is being the same color and all that.
Yep.
They choose their freshness depending on moods and colors. Yes.
Ice.
You're all right. It has to be chilled. Can you imagine? I'm just dreaming about that. You know, when he was explaining the whole thing.
A shot of milk.
A shot of milk. He's got the European flavor. Remember the story I told you? And I'm sure he's got oodles of sugar syrup too. Now this is the chocolate. This is the chocolate.
So I'm pouring
the
some
real
dark
McCoy.
chocolate.
He is. He's a barman after my heart. So rich, so creamy.
Yep. And a little bit of sugar syrup.
Okay, Remember I told you what the Europeans did? The chocolate, the sugar, the milk, and he's gone one step forward. He's added the freshness of chico.
So I'm going to blend this thing.
Okay. So it's going into a blender. And while it's getting blended, listen to the sound. Ice and the chocolate and the chicken and the milk. And believe me, I don't think he's going to do it for long because take presto, is it ready?
Yep.
You know, it's like a genie. You just have to give a command and the blending stops. So there he is rolling it gently. You know, I think his smile adds a bit to the flavor too. He's a barman after my own heart. Wait till you see this. It's rich. It's frothy. Ooh. It's creamy. As the Aztecs say, it's chocolate. Wow. Wait, this is not what he has in mind. You want to have it like this? It's chocolate dream to the core. But he told me he's got a little secret which he's hidden somewhere. What's your secret?
I have something secret which is like I'm adding a dash of like 60 ml of whiskey into it, which will give which will remove the flavors out of it, and like it will go well with the chocolate also.
Now that's interesting. I never ever did try the whiskey with the. Come on, go ahead. I'm waiting to see what he has in store for us. He's just topping it up with his spirit of life. He's giving it a little wiggle and a twiggle, and I hope the chocolate flavor still remains. Can you guarantee that?
Yeah.
Boy, he's done that. That's more than I can look at. So here is his 2-in-1 combo, a fantastic mocktail, which is the Creamy Dream, and then with the spirit of life, he topped it up with that whiskey. Look at it.
Try out Creamy Dream Mocktail by Barman Rohit Naik. You will need Chiku's 2 numbers and chocolate syrup. The suggested spirit is whiskey, 60 ml. First, take the Chiku's ice and milk and the chocolate syrup and sugar syrup. Put it in a blender and blend well. Garnish with dark chocolate. Add whiskey, 60 ml.
8 bowls of malt to Friar John Core. Herewith to make aqua vitae. Can you believe it that the statement was actually written down in the Royal Exchequer way back in 1494? They actually gave him 8 bottles of malt, and this grand old friar managed to create 1,500 bottles of distilled Scotch whiskey. You don't believe me? It's also mentioned that Friar John Core brought a lot of joy to the Scots when there was British genocide going all around the country. But that is just a tidbit, because after that Creamy Dream, I'm still flowing along, and behind me I've got the second award-winning barman. His name is Marcelino. Marcelino, what do you have in store for us today?
I'm going to prepare a drink called River Green.
Wow.
It has some lemongrass and an exotic European fruit which comes from New Zealand. It's called kiwi.
Wow, those kiwis, they're still called kiwis, and he's called a fruit a kiwi. Anyway, and you know how you say you're a grapefruit, you're a chiku, and okay, it's a kiwi.
Yes.
Anyway, I'm sure he's a cricket fan. He's got a big smile on his face.
Not exactly. I'm a
Not
football
exactly.
fan.
No wonder you're calling the kiwis a fruit. But anyway, he's got lemongrass and kiwi, and he's going to make this exciting mocktail called
River Green.
River Green. Wow. Yes, I think they're both green in color.
Yes.
Aren't they? Talking about lemongrass, which he's going to use, he's got a few sticks here for me. Now, this aromatic herb, it grows a lot. Actually, they use a lot of this in Chinese cuisine, but it has medicinal properties too. And this herb, there is an ingredient called citronella. They also call it citronella. They use it in candles, in soaps, in perfumes. What is the reason? The medicinal property is it has a very soothing effect, and it removes all stress and all this pressure that sort of worries you day in and day out. Sometimes I use this in tea, but I think he's got a more exciting recipe for me. Isn't it better to have it in a mocktail rather than tea?
I would rather suggest a cocktail than a mocktail, but yes, it goes well.
He is smart. We're going to have it in a mocktail, and this is where we're going to put the lemongrass in. Don't go away. Now, I'm sure Marcelina is going to give us something really special to have. You have the song Down by the Riverside.
Yes,
you heard about
yes.
it? So you think this sort of mocktail would go down by the riverside?
Yes, only if you sit by the river.
Okay, he wants me to take it and go and sit by the river. All right, Marcelino, what goes into this?
We have this herb called lemongrass.
Yes, the lemongrass.
Which Chinese use.
Funnily enough, if it's grown in India also.
Yes, but India, it's not used so extensively as the Chinese do.
But you all are using it.
Yes.
Like I said, he has these special tricks up his sleeve. So what are you going to do with the lemongrass?
So I'm going to muddle it.
You already looked. He's really muddling it. Now, I like that term muddle, because every barman who tells me about the muddle, they leave me totally befuddled. Tell me, what is the muddling process all about?
See, any herb, any fruit which contains juices in it, some flavors, in order to extract it, by shaking it, you don't get the flavors. So in order to get the flavors out of it, we try to squeeze it and get the flavors out of it.
Okay, this is a new terminology. Next time you're making those spices in the kitchen, don't say daraita. Nice word. All right, let's carry on. So after you muddle the lemongrass, what do you do?
I'll be putting the kiwi in and again muddle it.
He is sure muddling the kiwis. Next time there's a cricket match, we're going to say muddle those kiwis. I'm sure it's going to sound great. Why are we talking about sixes and all? Talk about muddling. He's got that gentle art of twirling the muddler. Do you call it the muddler?
Yes.
Oh, yes, I got it right. All right, he twirled it around. He's got that going. All right, that was the lemongrass and the kiwi. What's next?
I have a bit of kiwi crush. Just to get in the sweet flavor in it.
Okay.
So I'll be adding around 1 teaspoon.
All right, just a wee bit of that kiwi crush. First of all, he crushes that thing with the muddler, then he's adding the kiwi crush. I'll have a crush on this drink shortly. All right, let's carry on.
Add some water in it.
Oh, water.
Yep.
Oh, that's the first time I'm hearing about water being put in a mocktail. Well, that's interesting, right? I guess that flavor of the lemongrass and all will come in the water.
Just to give it a liquid,
base.
So I'm gonna use this thing called Samex, which is a mixture of equal quantities of lime, sugar syrup, water, and usually they use egg white in it, but in case of vegetarians we have made this Samex without the egg white.
So that gives you a sweet and sour combo.
Yes.
Okay. Now that's the Chinese flavor. Sweet and sour green river.
Yes.
Alright, but he's not using the sweet and sour. So he's putting the sweet and sour in.
A dash of it.
Okay. Remember, it says lime, sugar, and if you want to put egg white, you could. He is not.
After putting egg white, it gives this frothy base look to the drink actually.
So it's good to put egg white.
Yes.
So if you're non-veg, go ahead with that egg white. It's also very healthy.
Yes.
Okay. Now, like all barmen, they shovel in the ice. Okay. Now, this is a new way of shaking. All right.
Are you gonna shake it?
Okay. Me? No, I'll leave that up to you.
Okay.
I know you all do it to the left and to the right and let the music flow. Come on, let's start. Boy. You don't need to do those, weights and all that. Look at the way they shake it up, pouring full blast. Whew.
Shake it for around 10 seconds.
That sounded like eternity to me. He says 10 seconds. For 10 seconds and he's got it done.
And strain the drink into the martini glass.
They call it that hawthorn strainer. When these barmen want to really befuddle you, they use all these words. And he's really rotating that. I think he's getting all the flavors and the essences right in. And which I'll show you in a short while, this is a real unique glass because the river flows right to the base. And it is a green river. So I really wonder, there must be a reason why perhaps he's not filling it to the top.
Because I'll be topping up with tonic water.
Oh, okay.
And here goes the flow.
He's still flowing, huh? Talks in those terms. One thing about this place, right from the time I started this episode, they talk about, the flow and the dreams and all these sort of things. They love to tease us. Okay. All right, he's put the tonic water in.
And just garnish it with a stick of lemongrass.
Plain.
Just drop it in.
He just drops it in. Plain and simple. One moment, let me show you what he's doing under this table. Here we have it going, and he's going to give me the kiwi platter. Just give me a moment. I have to do it in style. Here we have. Why don't you hold it? Can you see the glass? Beautiful, right to the base. He's got this kiwi here as a decoration, and voila, green river or river green.
River green.
River green. I'm looking at it. I talk about green river. Guys, it's gonna be. You'll flow with it.
To prepare River Green by barman Marcelino Siqueira, you will need kiwi fruit, lemongrass, kiwi syrup and tonic water. The suggested spirit is whiskey 60 ml. Muddle lemongrass, kiwi fruit, kiwi syrup and Samex and strain into the glass and top it up with tonic water. Garnish it with lemongrass. Add whiskey 60 ml.
After those two demos, I need a little break. And they have these little nibbles too. Something in red and something in white. But before I start nibbling, I'm given to understand that this barman have some more tricks up his sleeve. Am I right, Rohit?
Yes, ma'am.
He's going to show us some bar tricks. All right, let you go up to your tricks. I'll go up to my nibbles.
Surely.
Now, which should I start, the red or the white?
So one glass. Okay. I'm putting some tonic water in that.
Oh, he's busy there. Wow, I can see some tidbits coming through. Wow, yum.
Our chef specialty.
Wow, that's fantastic.
Khas kebab.
Wow, wow, wow. Why do they tease you with all this? He's showing you some tricks. Come on, get him onto the tricks. He always gets teased with these lovely specialities. I can see some more coming. Sometime, I'm telling you, the chef here, what do we have, Marcelino?
These are oat crusted mushrooms
Oat crusted mushrooms. Wow.
and crispy fried
And
calamari.
so you need to put these coins,
Crispy
balance it over here.
fried calamari.
Okay. And then you need to get the coins down. Okay. And you need to only use only one hand when you're drinking this drink. And after that, after putting the glass down, you